Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Tina from tinaheals.com, and today I'm discussing with you an Aries ascendant, a Capricorn moon, and a Gemini sun. So you have your ascendant degree on a cardinal fire, dry, masculine, and ruled by Mars. Mars is about our action, the I do principle, okay? So Mars is your ascendant ruler, and you must know the placement and the importance of Mars in your natal chart to decipher your soul karma and function harmoniously. You have your moon in Capricorn, which is again cardinal, a lot of change, flux, shift, and this is cardinal, the sign of winter, Aries sign of spring, and this is Saturn's domain. Okay, and there is a certain coldness and detachment with this placement. It's feminine, earth, okay, but it's very masculine in its energy signature, Capricorn, because as I told you, it's Saturn's domain. Exoterically, Saturn rules Capricorn. Even its sole ruler is Saturn. So this is very, very special place, and it speaks of self-mastery. And you have your sun in Gemini, which is mutable, and which is again air. So you have a nice balance of air, earth, and fire. And Gemini is ruled by Mercury. There's a very interesting sort of linkage between Aries and Gemini, because Aries' sole ruler is Mercury. Okay, so you see how everything for you ultimately leads to higher wisdom. Okay, it's higher wisdom that you seek, because the soul ruler of your ascendant is Mercury, and your solar ruler is also Mercury. Communication and higher wisdom is what you really seek. Now, the ascendant is a degree of the zodiac, rising on the eastern side of the horizon at the moment of your birth, and the sign on which it falls is your rising sign. The rising sign is kind of like the Jungian mask you wear. It is your physical body, it is how you look, it is the sum total of your being, it is the armor you wear, if I may say so. And it is how the world perceives you. So when you walk into a room with your purposeful, airy stride and the restless, edgy look in your eyes, full of energy, full of fire, people can see that you are the boss, and you won't take nonsense. You know, you'll say it how it is. You're not afraid of eye contact. You're not afraid of staring down an enemy. You're the dominant one, and you like to chase in a relationship. You like the fun of the chase, okay? Even in bed, you tend to be dominant, right? Now the thing with Aries is that you are the archetype of the pioneer. So you start very many things, but you're not great at completion. You're not great at detailing. Before you can culminate something, you're off to the new project, a new person, a new relationship, a new place. You know, everything is changing for you forever. And this could be a problem if you're looking at completions. Okay, which your Cap moon should be able to provide for you, completions and endurance. Something Aries needs to learn, right? Now, since you're the first sign of the zodiac, you are the infant of the zodiac, right? And when the soul enters Aries, after the 29th degree of Pisces, which is the degree of archetypalization, there is a mini big bang that the soul experiences, and everything is born anew. Think of what happens when the sun enters Aries. Bam, we have spring, promise of renewal, beauty, you know, such grace in nature, okay? It's a sign of youth, vibrancy, radiance. Now, so you are the infant of the zodiac, and you will have a streak of selfishness. But the goal of Aries, as Stephen Forrest, the eminent astrologer, puts it, should be enlightened selfishness. So me, how do you take that me and convert and transmute it to serve us all? Because remember, you're going to be starting things and going places where nobody has gone before. You'll be doing things nobody has done before. Okay, you're a go-getter. The the fire starter, if I may say so, right? So when this soul is born and with an Aries ascendant or Aries rising sign, then you're definitely looking for a new directionality. Okay, but the agitating fires of Aries is turbulent, it's volatile. It's a domain of Mars, the red planet. It's known as the lesser malefic in astrology, and Saturn, who rules your moon, is a greater malefic. So you have this very prominent signatures between the two very deep and profound energies that can feel restrictive. Okay, so you must understand that with the placement of Mars and the aspects it makes, you may have to deal with anger, repressed anger, that can just suddenly surface out of nowhere, right? You have to understand that your 6th house is Virgo, and Virgo rules digestion and the nervous system. So what you put in your stomach is very important, and Aries rules the head. So migraines, headaches, persistent acne, sensitivity to teeth and gum, ENT issues, eyeglasses, fragile hair, all of this can occur if you have difficult placements of Mars and any other issues in your natal chart, right? So now that Aries rules the head, you have very defined, sharp, well-defined, sharp, prominent features. Okay, narrow chin, sharp nose, prominent cheekbones, and all of that. Head is very important to you. It's a key to your to how you present yourself. So streaking the hair with red, red's your favorite color. Your red lipstick, your red highlight, you love all that. Now, I have noticed that with Aries ascendant, even a lot of women tend to keep their hair short. And they just have more testosterone in their system, a more squarish build, and they have energy. Tremendous amounts of energy, okay, that you need to utilize, otherwise this energy will drown you and burn you. Aries is a sign of death in esoteric astrology, because you must die and be burnt in the agitating fires of Aries to resurrect again. Now, a very fast moving, be careful of accidents, especially when Mars is making hard aspects to your personal planets or to malefics. Be careful of heavy machinery, guns, road rage, driving under the influence, and all of that. Okay, freak fires. And also be mindful that your metabolism is very swift. But remember what you put in your stomach. Your Virgo is your 6th house, right? Now the moon is absolutely the opposite of the ascendant. It is who we are when the mask comes off. It's how we emote, how we express our emotions, how we connect, how we nurture our mother, how we were nurtured, our childhood, our past. Okay, our menstrual cycles are connected to the moon. It's moon in Capricorn. You can have problems, especially if you have an afflicted Saturn with your menstrual cycle. Okay, that is something you need to look at. Because Capricorn is about endurance, and having your moon in Capricorn, it's all about self-mastery, right? Because Saturn asks you to master the 3D world so you can rise above the 3D. Because people think that, okay, this is the archetype of the boss, they're bossy, materialistic, but no, Capricorn is really about the final initiation that the soul takes. So this is a very profound, spiritual, deep sign, and believe me, this is definitely about also letting go after you've acquired mastery. So don't cling on to things and become very possessive about your things. Moon and Capricorn can be like that. You have to let go after you achieve mastery. Having a moon in Capricorn, you're about structure, you're tenacious, you endure anything, you work slow, you move slow, you're very systematic, disciplined, wise, ambitious, prudent, and all of that. Don't become dogmatic, overtly traditional, so you don't step out of the box and experience. Saturn has rings, it's boundaries. Saturn is boundaries, so you have very strong boundaries that you set, and people cannot easily penetrate that. So you open up to very, very few people. Okay, and you're not interested to have a huge circle with your moon and Capricorn. You want to have those few people who are loyal to you. Loyalty means a lot to the Capricornian moon, okay? You have to understand there is a huge connection with life and death, night and day with Capricorn, because even in Arabic astrology, Capricorn is cold and dry, and its angels holds the keys of day and night, which is life and death actually. And this angel, archangel of Capricorn, is Azrael. Okay, so working with Azrael will really help you release that emotion, because Aries and Gemini and Capricorn not great with emotions. You have to touch base with your emotional body, how you connect. Your mother may have been very disciplined. You could be very disciplined as your mother. Your childhood could have been disciplined, structured, rigid, to the point where you just want to cry out. Also remember that in the Babylonian myths, Capricorn is associated with Ea. Ea is the antelope of the ocean who gave humanity wisdom. And Ea is like Saturn, is not emotionally perturbed by anything. Okay, so there's a coldness, there's a detachment to Moon and Capricorn that can appear selfish and dogmatic, and maybe your mother was not available to you the way you want to be. So if you are a Moon and Capricorn, be mindful of that. Okay, and open up your heart more. Touch base with your heart chakra. Ground yourself with this beautiful, profound earth energy with this Moon and Capricorn. And now we move to your Sun in Gemini. Wonderful placement, third house Sun, great at communication. I would say you'd make a great journalist, great writer. Aries ascendant, Cap Moon, Gemini Sun, third house Sun, 10th house Moon, and you are connected emotionally to your work with your 10th house Moon. Okay, and the more emotions you put in it, the more you feel deeply, the more profound will be your legacy. Right? So now the Sun is our father. It symbolizes our conscious awareness, our soul's purpose, our destiny, our goals and ambitions, how we take our internal vitality and convert it for the world to see. Okay, it is a healthy sense of I am, not an ego based, but more like a super ego I am, because Sun speaks of your ambitions and soul's ambition, not your physical body's ambition, right? And it also speaks of how you shine. So third house Sun, communication, write that blog, make that video, okay, and just spread what you need to spread. Now with your Sun is in Gemini, is ruled by Mercury. So with Mercury being your solar ruler, you're definitely going to want to communicate. And after all, Mercury is about the building of the Antahkarana, which is a rainbow bridge from the world of matter to spirit. So you're a channeler of knowledge, of wisdom, and you need to systematically put it and let it out into the world. You can be a great writer, novelist, poet, non-fiction writer, journalist, blogger. All of that is open to you with the Gemini Sun. And you have that boss ethics with Capricorn and Aries. Aries, initiator, Capricorn, the boss, and Gemini, the communicator. The dualistic, mutable sign of Aries. Gemini is all about communication. It's all about how we express. Because Gemini is really very dualistic in its energy signature. And if you ask me, all the signs have this Gemini vibe, because everything is based on communication. So yes, Gemini Sun can be two-faced. It's how the world perceives you. How you want the world to perceive you. Ascendant is how the world perceives you. So you want the world to see a more lighter side of you, but with your Moon and Capricorn, you're actually deep and very, very private. So comment below if you liked what you heard, subscribe and share. And I wanted to show you, since you have an Aries ascendant, go to my website. There's a special energized healing candle for Aries, if you can see, from my website, tinaheals.com. And you have some facts over there. It's beautiful, so you can go and pick up that candle. And also I have the fire sign candle. So thank you so much. Please let me know what you think. Visit my website for all my merch and for all the readings I offer, www.tinaheals.com.